Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Indian. There's always a Disney God. But before we get into today's episode, make sure you subscribe to this podcast. And yeah, you guys already know what to do. Go check out DisneyGuy.com. It ain't nothing new. This it's been the same thing every day. Nothing's changed. But you guys, on a serious note, you guys already know what to do. And yeah, let's get into today's episode. So today we're going to be talking about euphoria. I never ever saw the day of me discussing this show. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I've never ever like never ever thought this day would come, that the most disliked show that I hated for a long time. And the only thing I liked about the show was the song that was trending on TikTok almost every day was its song, Still Don't Know My Name, and the other songs that Labyrinth did for the show. But don't hate me for this, you guys, but I absolutely hated that show. Like, I really did. Like, really hated that show. And the reason being is because I just didn't find the show as good as they were advertising it to be. And I never saw none of the episodes when I disliked the show. Like, I just really disliked it. Because all I would see the same, they would show all these promos, and literally, like, it's only 10 episodes long and it only shows for like 2 months. That was another thing that irked me. And so there was just a day where I was like, okay, if I could sit here and see other shows that I dislike, like Riverdale and stuff like that I disliked and actually like them, maybe I might like this show, and it's a maybe. So I was definitely, I was pretty skeptical. Not even gonna lie to you guys, because I didn't think I was gonna like the show. I thought the show was stupid. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I thought it was dumb. I didn't think I was gonna be really into the show. In my opinion, I thought the show was gonna be dumb. Um, but come to find out, when I actually started watching the show, I got hooked. Can y'all believe this? Can you believe this? And I can honestly see why the show is 10 episodes long. It's because each episode is literally like an hour and 50 minutes. Like, and I got hooked on the first episode, and I was like, oh my God, this this show is actually good. I was really shocked. I don't think you guys realize that. Um I was really surprised. I really was. So I started watching it, watched season one, season two. It took me like 2 weeks to finish the whole season because, like I said, each episode is like an hour long. And I was really hooked on the characters and stuff. And after I finished watching it, I was like, when is the next season coming out? And since it literally takes like 4 fat years for each season to come out, I was like, okay, I know I'm not gonna see this show for a long time. So that's when I started doing some deep digging. So that's when I did some. That's when stuff started to come to the light about Euphoria, and the show obviously talks about, drama, a lot of violence, a lot of addictions. Um, but they also talked about some things that were happening with the behind the scenes of Euphoria. It was chaotic. Matter of fact, one of the cast members exited the show. Let me see what cast member walked off of Euphoria. Barbie Fiera reportedly walked off a set and was injured on season two production. It says Fiera was the subject of several rumors alleging she feuded with the series creator Sam Levinson over the direction of her character Kat. Fiera and Levinson's alleged falling out reportedly led to Kat getting less screen time, which was so true. Um, uh, that was so true. Like, I remember when and this was before, I didn't knew this until after. I remember when we started season 1, I mean, we saw a lot of cat, like cat, especially with the whole I want to give a warning, a little explicit, but especially with the whole sexting thing. Um but after in season 2, I was like, where did she go? Shoot, it felt like I ain't seen Cat in forever. And since every episode is like an hour long, it was like you couldn't help but to notice that she wasn't really as in there as much as she was in the first season. So I didn't figure this out until like I just thought it was just like because there were just other things that they needed to introduce. But then that's when I came to find out that there was just a lot of drama going on behind the scenes. And then there was another thing about with Alexa Demie, with her whole age thing about people not knowing where her age was and stuff like that. People were trying to figure that out. And one of her classmates leaked out that information. So it was it's not a like chaotic type set. Because there are many other shows that are really chaotic and problematic. But this show definitely had its in bits. Um, but what I can say is that I definitely think this was an amazing show. Definitely, showed a lot of controversy, and it definitely was trending. I mean, that's one thing I can say. It was definitely a lot of trending going on. So I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, say that. What I can say is that I recommend you guys to watch it. It's really good, y'all. It's actually really good. Surprisingly. Because like I said, I really hated the show. Like I really did. Like really hated it. So I was definitely surprised when I got hooked on it instantly. And it's crazy because all these shows that I said that I disliked, I'm really starting to get hooked on. I'm really shocked. Like I don't think people realized how shocked I really am for me getting hooked on these shows. I don't think people realize that. But the show is definitely really good. I definitely urge you guys to watch it and stuff like that. It's really good. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Can't wait for season 3 whenever it comes. But it's a really good show. It's very good, very interesting, very dramatic, very deep and emotional as well. So, and parental warning too to those who are underage. I definitely do not recommend this show. It's very inappropriate. I would say like definitely rated R, definitely. But thank you guys for listening in. I hope you enjoy today's episode. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast. And yeah, goodbye, guys.